everyone, I am here today with a book review for you. I am going to review One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus, and I received this book from the publisher via NetGalley in turn for an honest review. And I read this book ages ago now. I received this book very early on before the publishing date, and because it was a subject matter that really intrigued me, I picked it up really early. This is a young adult contemporary novel with a mystery element, and it's set in a high school. So we follow 5 characters as they attend a detention. And it's a strange group to even be in detention because they're not your typical students to be found in detention, except for maybe one of them. And while they're in detention, one of them literally drops dead. And this is through an allergic reaction. And there's some little dramatic things that happen there where different people try to do different things to help the situation, and it doesn't really work that way. But anyway, this leads to this story becoming a murder mystery novel with like a locked room aspect, because you have to suspect that it is one of the other students in that detention that killed this student. And the wonderful thing about this book is that you then get the different perspectives of each person that is suspected, and this makes for a really great read. So this book gave me everything I wanted and also so much more. It's the first YA psychological thriller I've actually read, and I was really hopeful that it would be good, and I'm so glad to say that it was. And it's made me want to read way more YA psychological thrillers now, as I would love to make a recommendations video for them. And this book will definitely be in my top 10 reads of the year, I'd have thought. Even by December I will still be loving this book. And I loved how much this book focused on lies, deceit, and of course the murder. Getting the perspectives of each character was absolutely wonderful. You get attached to every single character, and it really helps you sort of question who the killer could even have been, because you see different sides to everyone's personality in their different situations as you follow their perspectives, and it makes you question whether that person would be capable. Sometimes you think they are, other times you think they're definitely not. It messes with your head. It's wonderful. I loved how each main character was essentially a stereotypical personality that you would find in school, and yet with each one they also totally blew that stereotype away as the novel progresses and as the story progresses, and just you see the characters develop before your own eyes, and that is just amazing. So first of all, you've got the murder victim, Simon, and he represents a sort of outsider character, and he's always trying to sort of get into the crowd and be noticed, and is a little bit geeky, but not like one of the geeks, just like a little bit geeky. Then we have Nate, who is sort of described as being the token bad guy, drug dealer, etc, etc, and yet many of the girls fancy him, and so on. Speaking of girls fancying them, Cooper is the stereotypical jock character. He is, again, very highly fancied by a lot of the girls in the school. He's really not expected to be in that detention because he's not the type of guy you would normally see in detention. He keeps his nose clean, and yeah, he's just the typical sporting guy. Then we have Bronwyn, who is probably the token geek, but like a girly geek. And she's just a really smart girl who wants to do well at school. The final person is Addie, and she hangs out in the same sort of friendship group as Cooper, but she's very materialistic. She's very into her makeup. She's very girly girl, giggly, one of the kind of cool girl kids. And yeah, that's your characters. And as you read on through the book, they develop, they change in some ways, and it just makes for such a wonderful read for that alone, let alone the psychological thriller mystery aspect on top of that. I'd say that this book is very well written. The plot fits together very nicely. As you jump from perspectives, it all flows really well. And the mystery element definitely kept me guessing right up till the very end. At one point I did guess correctly who the murderer was, and yet I wasn't totally convinced by my guess and did keep changing my mind a little bit here and there up until it was truly uncovered. I love that this book also contains unexpected diversity. I don't want to go into the details of that because some of it might be a little bit spoilery, but yeah, this book has it all and then some, in my opinion. As I said, this is definitely one of my favourite reads of the year, possibly one of my favourite reads ever. I can't recommend this book highly enough, and I really hope you check it out. So thank you so much for watching this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking the image of me just there if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me. And I will see you tomorrow with another fantastic review. Bye bye!